Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be doing Gems of War, Guild Wars, week 27, day 1. It is a red day. Of course, one noteworthy thing is that we did get a nerf. The nerf has been, of course, to all the trolls now having a 1 higher mana cost, as well as having 1 less gem spawn. The other change is the Kraken now has a 1 higher mana cost, a 5% lower chance to be able to get its Devour, and why can I not remember the other one? And 1 less gem spawn on it. Also, it's bothering me right now. Why on earth is this thing not going perfectly centered? What's up with that? Okay, give me 1 second. I think I know what it is. If we go over to options real quick, I'll fix this. I gotta fix it. I knew it! It's not exact. That'll bother me to no end if it's not. Okay, first thing I need to do is put it to full resolution. Then bring it back down. Oh, what? No, that's not what I was supposed to do. That was not what I was supposed to do. Okay, new plan. Keep it like that, sure. Give it a second. I don't know, do I need to go restart it for it to want to do it? Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. That will bother me to no end. If it's like 3 pixels smaller than it needs to be. Has that weird black bar on the side. Okay, I got this. We shall fix it. As soon as we come in, it should bring back the other resolution. I don't know why it randomly just gets rid of it occasionally. Anyways, we'll go launch up and get right into the Guild Wars and all that. Screen will look a little bit weird for a moment as soon as we fix it. Come on. Come on. Loading. I don't know if you can see the loading, but it is indeed loading. Load, load, load. You're almost there. Almost there. And we're in. Oh, come on, bar. It's like randomly stops right at the end. Come on. Come on. You're right there. Also, I can't see chat at the moment because this is literally taking up my whole screen. 1 second. Okay, it's just like completely froze its bar. You can do it. You're almost there. You're so close. Seriously, why is it not doing anything? Go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now we can fix the resolution setting, or we better be able to. There we go. There we go. Was that so hard? Why couldn't it just done that in the first place? Anyways, now that everything is fixed, let's go into Guild Wars, as we were just doing. Into Guild Wars we go. Also, it marks the 3-year anniversary week of Gems of War as well. We end up getting some VIP keys today, and we're still going to be getting other stuff in the next 3 days, so we'll see how that goes down. Oops, am I using a hind, whatever her name is, on one of my things? Whoops. Well, too late to change that. I didn't mean to use that her there, obviously. Fail. But anyways, luckily that's not going to affect my invading at all. Though it did make us probably lose a bit more than we needed to on the thing. But let's go get our pure red. It should be this, right? Yep, Rock Troll, Dark Troll, Grim, and Infernus. So let's go see if this can actually work still. We've been messing around with it still in PvP, but of course half the team got nerfed, so we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, let me go say hi to chat. Hello chat, hello Timothy, hello Nico, hello JZG, hello Simple, hello Henny, hello Gillax, hello Allison, hello Player Daniels, hello ellcarjen, hello War, hello Strawn, hello Iron Malt. Hello, Patrick. Hello, September Blook. Hello, who else I missed? Hello, Zalensko. Hello, Ajid. And hello, Amanda. Welcome all. Now, what questions did I miss and all that? Question. Are there any teams with 3 Grim? No. I would not bother using 3. I would not even bother using 2, to be honest. 1's about the most you really ever need. The only reason you would even use 2 is if you super want to reduce down the enemy team's attack. Even then, probably not really worth it. Did we go for mana? Yeah, I think I'm going for mana. Oh, a lucky skull right there. We even got the stun. Very nice, very nice. We'll go get that down. Looks like a decent start. Of course, we have to deal with the fact that they spawn less gems now. Grim still does his full amount, but the 2 trolls do less. Ooh, that drain hurts very badly. It's still stunned. So I could just go for Purple Surge and then kind of go from there. Let me take the safer one, just in case. So he didn't cleanse yet. That's good for us. Nice double extra turn. We can go through Grim onto this board. And we're definitely going to do so. It actually has a higher, almost has a higher gem spawn than the Dark Troll now, when it's slightly lower like that. Oh, he's gonna get another drain? Yes, he is. That's really annoying. I need to tap him out. He's so close to going down already, but he's just a little bit off. Okay, I can't take my mana there. It's too risky. Because he's just gonna take a 4 times yellow, and then he might do something weird after that. And I would also need it guaranteed to surge for it to be viable. Now I can go for it. Now I have 2 locations. I'll probably go for this one now. Burn might actually kill it too. That would also be perfectly fine. One more turn. If it stays burned, it dies. Though it's not even going to matter. We have Grim, so that will clean up perfectly. Not the best of board to throw this on, but we still have the 4 burn, so it is going to likely hit. Ooh, well, a lot of mana. Doesn't actually hit, though. And he does get the Christinax there. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That damage. And he just took away purple. That is not good. We are really risky right now. Wow. Hopefully burn takes it down enough. But yeah, Grim in one-shot range. That is definitely not good. Also, his little fire is glitched. It's always pretty funny. Go throw that down. Please don't get anything good. Okay, sweet. So we can just double that. Get another Grim. Infernus dead. Don't die somehow. Okay, never mind. There's no chance. And down it goes. Well, that was a little hairy there, but it did come through. I wonder how it'll do against the Queen Mab. Well, we'll probably find out, because a lot of people run her. If they're going to run her specifically today is the question, though. A lot of people probably won't. It is Red Day. Well, I guess Red Day doesn't have much anti-freeze, so we might see at least one of them. We'll just have to see. Also, hello, German Eagle. Welcome. What do you think of 2 times Chimera, 1 times Bone Dragon, and a Behemoth? A little bit of an odd team. I guess it could work in early game if that's your intention for it. Has a little bit of everything. Generally, though, when you use a Bone Dragon, you don't want to use something that has full AoE, though. Do keep that in mind, mainly because your Bone Dragon is really dependent on the enemy team having armor. So you generally don't want to use something like a full AoE physical damage that's going to tear through all of their armor. You want to keep all of their armor on them so you can actually trigger the Bone Dragon. Also, I shouldn't have taken that 5 times. I should have just gone for the cast right there instead. Well, too late for that now. And I can't really take the skull either, or else he's going to get the value there. So we're going to go for it. We actually did get the extra turn, so I guess it wasn't a mistake earlier. Well, it kind of was, but we just got lucky there in that it didn't backfire. So we're going to double that. That gives us a Grim if we want to go throw it down. And I believe we do want to throw it down, so we'll throw that. Gives us a Infernus to go throw as well. Do we take skull, or do we throw it now? I think we throw it now. As long as I was just about to say, as long as it doesn't directly target him, which it does. But that'll be clean up right there. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. Yeah, if there's any teams you guys want me to go over, any questions, anything of the such, feel free to leave them all in chat. Otherwise, we're going to go into Guild Wars, probably dungeons, and then mess around with whatever. Particularly Hind and... yeah, that's about it. I don't really need to try the other new guy. I don't know why they made the other new troops so ridiculously weak. But they did. Not much to really say about it other than that it's basically useless. That new brown purple that we ended up getting the other day on Monday. There's really no purpose for that guy. Okay, well, we'll go and move that over. Get herself, oh, actually we'll move that over as well. Get herself a Grim, double the purple. Well, it barely even looks like the trolls have much of a nerf, which is kind of nice, I guess. A little bit annoying still for their loop, I do have to say. I even said earlier that it probably would be perfectly fine if they went down to double +2 instead of double +3. But they kind of just went to double +3 instead. I guess they're doing at this just to see how they kind of go, to see if they need to adjust it any further. I don't know, I feel like they could adjust it maybe a little bit further. It's really hard to tell still, though. It really depends how loopy they actually want it to be. Because there's also a lot of troops that loop similarly to them, I guess. So, you can't make them too weak. Because if they're too weak, they'll be in the same state that they were before, where basically no one ever bothered to run them. Also, why is everyone in their guild running a similar team like this? So isn't this like the 2nd or 3rd dwarf team we're up against right now? Definitely at least the 2nd. I believe it's because this guy, yeah, he does triple damage to reds. He's never actually getting his attack off, though, so he's not really getting any value. We could also just set a mana drain on our team, which would handle it very nicely. Though we didn't actually do that, but what we can do is go take that, get ourselves some purples, go take the red, get ready to double the browns, and as long as that lands, should be good to go. Very nice. And we already got everything going. We'll throw this down, Get that nice little poke. We actually landed it too. Get it going again. It gives us everything. Now we can just keep looping with element. Oh, no, we're not going to loop with element Grim. Luckily, he does not actually use purple. He also did not get triple damage there because we have more armor than him. And she only does triple if she has more than the opposing troop. So good for us there. And then just element Grim into Infernus. And that should be match. Yep, even more, way more than enough. And down it goes. Let's see what our final battle is. Well, we finally get to see a Queen map. I'm really curious how this team will do against it. Post-nerfed in Guild Wars. We've already tested some in PvP, but Guild Wars is sometimes a bit different because of the stat line. Nope, I don't know why. Why is every single person in this guild running a variant of Lord Ironbeard, Lady Ironbeard, and King Highforge? I get the Lord Ironbeard thing because he does triple the red. I do not understand anything else on that team, though. I guess they're figuring, hey, if we're going to go this dwarf, we might as well go other dwarfs. Well, I guess this plus Lord Ironbeard isn't bad. You're just putting this thing on it, and the support troops that they keep doing doesn't really fit that well. They need a better support troop, and they need to just ditch her for something completely different. Either a support or a different damage source. Well, let's see. Well, we'll go take the purple right there. Oh, another purple. Unfortunately, there's, like, no brown on this board. And he does indeed use it if I miss. Do we take this purple? I think I am. Not actually turning all that mess. Okay, he might actually get some value this time around. There is more brown than there was before, so I'm going to throw it. Oh, pure miss right now. Okay, we could actually lose. I was just saying how bad this is, and now we're going to lose to it. Watch. That is probably going to happen. He just did a really big hit right there because he actually had more armor. So, not looking that good. Yeah, we have almost no follow-up because that missed. Yep, they already got a kill. We still have our pure loop. They are still burned at the moment. If we can somehow get full mana within, like, now, that'd be great. Good. Okay. I think we can make this work. I think we got it. Kind of. This needs to not miss twice in a row. As long as this doesn't miss, we should be fine. Oh, that was close. Okay. Well, Element Grim, come through. Ooh, not as good as you could have done. Ooh, even more so. Ouch. That Lord Ironbeard. I told you the entire team's Lord Ironbeard. Let's see. Well, we still have our chance. It keeps getting slimmer every single turn, though. Let's see. There goes another little poke. Do we have a drop? Yes, we do. So we gotta take that. Still not full mana. We could just... Oh, wait, whoa. We could do that. Element Grim, double brown, go from there. Still got this. Come on, Element Grim, you got this. Keep the purples. Don't keep taking them from random cascades. Oh, nice little skull. I need him dead. What do we do? I think we just throw him. Okay, we missed, but we got full mana back. Ooh, he denied our purple, though. Well, it's all you, Element Grim. You got this. You're all we need. Well, we get to take out a summoner. We also get to take out the thing that's been one-shotting us a billion times over. So that's good progress. I so want to take that skull, but it has like no value at all because of like how his team is currently set up. So it hits a 40 right there. As I believe is its normal base damage. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Oh, what am I doing? There's a skull right there that we could take. And it doesn't have any attack value, but if it gets one ability, we lose. It's the only issue here. So I have to bait out skulls or do something. I need to keep keeping everything near skulls. I also need to take out every brown and blue that ever comes onto the board. No. Okay, good. Wow, that was annoying. That was extremely annoying. Well then, that wasn't good. But we won. That's the bottom line. But wow, did we lose a lot of points on that final battle. Or did we? Wait, really? We still end up scoring 9,329 even after that. I am really surprised. We had to have done really good on the other ones, apparently. Because that's relatively high, actually. Well, that's pretty good for completely butchering the final battle. I'll take it. Definitely perfectly fine. Can't believe we almost lost to that. Also, hello, Bridget. Welcome. Also, hello, Nasticus as well. You were using Black Beast... Aurorix? I have no clue what you meant with that one. Araxix. I don't know which one you mean by the second one. And Hind in PvP. Eat the Hind, and then The Arax... I don't know which one you're referring to with that guy. And the Black Beast is like 160. Wait. Yeah, I don't know what you mean with that one. I understand the Black Beast into the Hind thing. I have no clue what other troop you're referring to, though. Let's see. The Green Aura, the third trait. Oh, Array. Oh, you meant Arrays. Oh, okay, that works, yeah. You just use the Black Beast into a Hind kill. Then you get one Array cast off to get a Storm, and then you just keep going crazy with the Black Beast, devouring everything else on your team. Because you end up getting so many stats from the Array. Okay, that's what you meant. That makes sense now. I was wondering where you were going with that. But yeah, that makes perfect sense, using a 4x green team with a with double Arrays. Just so you can devour them and get a lot of bonus stats. Do keep in mind, if you're using that for Guild Wars, though, probably don't, because you do lose points based on how many troops you don't have. And you'd be killing out your own troops by doing that, so do keep that in mind. You're going to basically be guaranteeing yourself a loss of points if you use that in, if you end up using that in normal Guild Wars. Let's see. Well, I guess if you don't have anything else to use, it would still be fine. But do keep that in mind, because you are going to be basically killing out about, I would say, 1,000 of your points, I think. If it makes you win constantly, then still do it, but do keep that in mind. Well, we'll go take that off the board. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? The stream is constantly loading for you? I haven't seen any issues today. Is anyone else having any issues with the stream? I don't know, my connection's been pretty fine. I haven't noticed anything yet. I know it does go a little buggy sometimes, but it seems to have been going okay. Maybe try refreshing the page or something, if it's still occurring to you. Well, go move that one over. Get herself a doubling on the purple. Ooh, well, I can definitely feel the fact that it's making one less. But, yeah, it doesn't make too big of an impact, but you can definitely notice when you, like this board right here, is like the really big impact ones where it normally wouldn't be, where it would normally have a higher chance of missing with that -1. I believe at this point you need around 10 really good placed gems onto the board to really be able to get it down. You can do it with slightly less, like you were able to before, but they have to be positioned really, really well. Like, for example, based on every color on the board right now, blue would be fine to double, red would be fine to double, every other color would not. So, like, purple or something I would not want to do. I would want to do Elmagrim instead, and then go into the doubling of the purple, because the chance of it missing there was pretty high, which, as you saw, even the Elmagrim ended up missing. And we'll just take that for a little bit of poke, and there we go. Well, just go clear through these, and get to the other two, and then go get our little reward thingy at the end. Hello, Glory Fiend, or Fendil. Let's see, which banner should you use for Gorgulfa, KrissTigger, Dragon Soul team? That really depends on preference. There's a lot of different banners you can go. Most of the time, I do like to go a +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. This is a bit of a liability to your Gorgulfa, but in many teams, or in many situations, it's perfectly fine to use. The other alternative is a red-purple. This would, of course, be basically the same thing as the previous banner, except with no negative traits towards your Gorgulfa. Another option, if you so choose, is to go... Oh, wait, 1 second. Okay, never mind, there's nothing there. We'll just go for that, even though it's probably going to miss. But, yeah, so you have the +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. You have the red purple, the +1 red, +1 purple. You can go the +1 brown, the +1 yellow if you want to rush up Gorgulfa. It is in your first slot and one of the easier things to fill up, so you can do that and then explode into everything else. And that's about it. You can go a few other banners, like a green-blue, to try to rush KrissTigger. It really depends on what your focal point wants to be when you're getting the team up. Generally, my focal point is based around Dragon Soul, instead of Gorgulfa or anything like that. But you can make it whatever you really want with that team. It really just depends on the battle and what your preference is for playing the team. I just go for Dragon Soul because it does a little bit of everything. And will also basically guarantee, if you go for the Dragon Soul first, to get full souls by the end of the battle. Or at least all 40 that you can actually obtain. Well, we'll move that down so we can actually take the extra turn right there. We'll then get the double to purple. Actually landed it. Nice. And just get the Elmagrim into another Elmagrim. Come on, Elmagrim. Go. There we go. And another one. And Infernus cleanup. Actually, I don't even need Infernus cleanup. Just let Elmagrim do everything. And there we go. Well, that was easy dungeons. We'll go take our offer. And do you guys remember when the devs said this was late game content? We've already defeated it on a account under level 50 as well. Though that's not realistic for a newer player, but this is more like early to mid game content. Like I'd say around level 50 to 200 or level 50 to about 300 is when I would say dungeons are probably the best, most balanced situation. Anything beyond that, or anything prior to that, they're ridiculously hard. Anything after that, they're probably too easy, because everyone has much higher stats than these for the most part, and even if they don't, they would have much better synergies than them. What do you think of the Azura team? She's great for you with Valkyrie to loop and debuff enemies. I have been liking Azura. She's honestly probably the best troop out of the entire New Kingdom. A lot of fun to use. I don't think I have any team set up with her right now, surprisingly. But yeah, Azura Valkyrie is a very, very strong combo. Let's go make something out of her real quick. Let's see. What should we go make? Obviously, that is the base of the team. That's basically every Azura team. Starts off with Azura plus Valkyrie. There really isn't any other way to really build it other than that. Oh no, what should we go for? Let's see. Should I go Kraken? I'm so tempted because it creates blues. You just got to get all of those blues together, get them looping, go crazy. He is nerfed, of course, but still ridiculously decent. What would we need then? So we would need one other troop, preferably one that would directly utilize blues. So we'd need a blue-brown. Behemoth would fit, but doesn't really function that well. I could go with Corvash as the disable. I might do that just so we have a mana drain. Even though his mana type kind of conflicts with everything, I think we're going to go for that. And banner, we can just set to a... I guess I'm going to go all-in Valkyrie, so I'm just going to go red-yellow here. Don't really mind if we're going to overfill her. I mainly want to make sure we can get those nice Valkyrie pokes onto the board. We already have +1 blue as well to mess around with. So we'll go with this. There's quite a few things that we can build out of her. But we'll just go start off with this real quick. So right off the bat, of course, that's why we got the banner for Valkyrie, just so we could cast her as quickly as possible, like right now. So we'll get that down. A little bit off. Once we get this going, it just kind of keeps going. So we're going to take this over here just so we have a nice spread still. And now we can start going crazy. So we'll go for that. Get our Valkyrie right back up. Got our other explosion up. So we'll throw this down immediately to start feeding into our Corvash that we can do to go and mana drain him whenever. I think the biggest flaw here is we really need a extra turn bluer right there. You know what honestly would be kind of good still, even though it's a little bit weird in mana. Queen Mab wouldn't be too bad there. Might just have to try with Queen Mab after this. So Corvash, did we throw that yet? Yeah, why not? We'll throw that down. Get our little Zero just to get the last little bit of mana. Actually, we don't even need to. We could just go do that and then throw straight into a Kraken. Oh yeah, they all have immune to Devour. That's a little bit annoying. I forgot they all have that Fortitude thing from being a dwarf. So we'll go throw that down. Get a Valkyrie soon. That'll hopefully give us some better alignment to the board. Slightly better, not the greatest, but at least we got some blues on it that we can now explode again, just to keep reducing their stats. Nice little kill right there. Go for the Kraken. Gosh, Kraken, your extra turn rate is so low. Let's see. Where do we throw? Do I bother doing this on purple? I guess so. So we'll get that down. Corvash or no Corvash? It's not a double kill, which makes it less tempting. So we'll just go for that. It's a double kill now, though, surprisingly, since we end up getting the right stat to land. Though I'm not going to go for it, because we can just crack into the other thing. So I don't need to. So we'll just crack in there. Oh no, the Azura! We lost you. Oh, down it goes. Still goes down easily. Azura, Valkyrie, Mab, Corvash. Be the New Kingdom Mab team without Mercy. Oh yeah, that kind of would be the whole thing. Yeah, Azura Valkyrie actually gets a lot of mana down. I'm really surprised how much mana can really accumulate sometimes. It's just such a perfect combo. I really wish there was more kind of things that we can do with some of those converter troops like that. They did mention on the previous stream, I don't know how overpowered it's going to be. It sounds pretty powerful. They're going to be adding a mythic weapon. The next mythic weapon, they said, is going to have a really similar mechanic to Alchemist, as in it's going to convert a color to a certain color. In that case, that whatever weapon that is, that's going to be extremely strong. Even if it's like a 20-25 mana cost or something. That has a lot of potential regardless of what it really does as the secondary effect on it. Because all the converters are really solid. Okay, so right here, let me go get the Queen Mab in. We really needed that in that last battle. And this will help hold it together. Do need to make sure if we're up against Impervious, though, that we're a little bit more careful, though this team has no Impervious, so we don't need to worry about it, or the opposing team, I should say. Do you know what color has the new class? Aren't we getting the new hero class this week? I believe we are. I do not know their colors, though. If I had to guess, based on, like, where they're being added, and based on what already exists, the dragon one is likely going to be red-yellow or red-purple, and the oracle one, or whatever it's called, the one that gets the silences, will likely be green-yellow. Definitely something with either green and or yellow. Probably both. But yeah, I don't believe we know the exact colors of them at this current moment in time. Has anyone noticed on the spoiler thread if it's been mentioned yet? I know on the other little spoiler post I don't believe it has. That one little website thing. Someone was mentioning it was going to come out on Monday, which makes me assume that they're adding it on one of these, on one of the anniversary days, the 3-year anniversary. So there is a good chance that we're getting 2 new hero classes by the end of the week. Okay, Valkyrie, where do we throw you? Where do we throw you? I guess we just get it on yellow right here. So we'll get that down. And that gives us a Azura cast. Oh, if we only had KrissTigger right about now, that'd be pretty useful. I'll go throw that down, get her a little bit of our manas. And I got a nice little lucky Valkyrie out there in the corner. We don't have enough blues on the board yet, but we can easily go convert for that. And that'll make 13 of our blues, so we can just cast that for free, which is what I really wanted last turn. Because we just get to keep casting this for free over and over and over again. Really nicely. Got an HP there for the kill. And, whoa, speaking of a kill, ow. That's the only really big issue with Azura, I do have to say. Even with her upgraded. I had the same thing with a problem with her non-upgraded, but particularly, well, regardless if she's upgraded or not. She has a really big issue of being way too squishy in first slot. And I normally don't like using something in front of her as a different tank. I don't know. Maybe I should just stop using her as a tank. She's not really made to be a tank. Yeah, I keep using her as such. Just on many of the teams I like using her on, I don't really have anything else to put in first slot, so she kind of has to be our first slot. Well, that didn't quite work out. And I can't go throw this at it because it has immune to it. So I can't just try killing it with the mana burn there. So it might take us a few little pokes. Come on, one more little poke. We're so close. Wouldn't that be amazing if it won with that little HP? I have seen it happen before. Dragon Soul can do some really big... Oh, come on. Comebacks. We're going to be here forever killing this thing. What are you doing? Okay. What is the game plan here? Devour. We've done it like 4 times now. I think this Dragon Soul is seriously about to beat us. That would be really depressing. I think it's going to happen, though. It's getting really close. Okay, good. Finally. If it would have revived there, it actually would have won. If it would have gotten a 4th revive, that would have been insane. Yes, I know. The fail is strong. It's because our only damage source... well, our mana generation is towards blue, but our only damage source is mana burn. So if they have immune to that mana burn, we lose all of our damage potential, which is, of course, very annoying whenever that happens. And not ideal by any measure. So we'll go move that over. Start getting our initial mana. We have either the choice of Valkyrie or Azura. Of course, Valkyrie goes way quicker, though, if we are able to actually get his mana. So we'll go for that. I was hoping for full mana, but we can just swipe that and then get the really big explosion. And that will give us our Valkyrie back, and then we can just keep going back into everything. So throw that down again. That gives us Azura again. Actually, before I go take it, I'll go to move that over. Throw that for free. And being able to constantly throw that for free is what really gives this team most of its value. We'll go throw down the Valkyrie there. Again, free. And that's match. And that's what happens when they have no mana shield. Or mana burn. Whatever it's called. Mana burn shield. Yeah, I think it actually was right the first time when I said mana shield. Let's see. What's up with the new troop we got? The free Tezas. It's useless. Ignore that exists. What's his name is, he doesn't show up and is glitched in the store? He shouldn't even be in the store, I don't think. Is he actually in the store? Well, he's not in the store. He's not supposed to be in the store, I don't believe. Let me see. Oh, he is in the store. Yeah, it's not glitched in the store, from what I can see. Looks perfectly normal there. But yeah, he's not supposed to be available through Glory. Though I kind of wish they would have made him available that way. But yeah, he is available through Cash if you wanted to do it that way. Only way you're really going to be able to get him easily, though, is wait for a Kakarot event week and then maybe throw some event keys at it. It's about going to be the easiest way to really get him out. Other than that, yeah, this guy's basically useless. What was the troop's name? Like Taz something? I keep forgetting his name. Terror might bring it up. Nope. Oh, come on. What is it? Okay, I know what'll bring it up. Let's go to Kakarot. Oh, gosh. It's so useless, I don't even know its name. Where'd it go? There it is. Apply filter. And there's the little guy. But yeah, this thing is really bad. 11 mana cost, deal damage to an enemy, web them, 20% chance to devour. Really, really heavy RNG with only utility of a web. It's not the worst value for its cost, but Spider Queen exists and is basically better than it, so there's no point in using this. It does have immune to devour, plus a 25% chance to revive on this thingy, which in some instances will be good. Given how it gets used, though, the Agile is basically never going to come into play, unless you're using, like, second slot, but in the current state of the game, you really have no need to use an anti-devour in any slot other than the last few slots on your team, so I don't know. Maybe we could try him in second of here and there, but he's basically dead content already. There's so many better options to use other than him. Bridget for the win. What did Bridget into the post think? You saw the classes briefly on Gems of War database the other day before they took them down. Oh, maybe the devs asked for them to take it down. Sometimes they do. Because they don't want people to spoil specific things that are going to happen. And it would make sense. That or they were planning on delaying it and they didn't want it to still be there. So who knows, maybe they're not giving it out for the 3-year anniversary thing. I would assume they would, though. They've had some of them in the files for over a year now. So it's really odd that they haven't done it yet. So it would make perfect sense that they would finally do it for the 3-year anniversary. But we'll find out. There's still 3 more days of gifts left that we're going to be gaining. And no one really knows what any of them are going to be. Other than possibly hero classes. So we don't know that for sure, though. I'll go throw that down. Hit herself another queen map. We literally just cast her, but that doesn't mean we can't keep casting her. I'll just get our explosion there. That'll be enough for at least a Valkyrie. Speaking of that, there was barely anything for his Valkyrie to do, so we get a lot of value out of it. Get a free queen map again. And now all we have to do is kill the thing that has mana shield. So it should be pretty straightforward then. Double skull, and down it goes. Very nice. Oh, he's glitched on console? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's sometimes glitches that are only specific platform-based. Even though PC, mobile, and consoles are completely caught up now, that doesn't mean all of their features and glitches are caught up to each other. Actually, glitches are never caught up to each other, I should say. Mainly because, you know, they're completely different on every single platform. For the most part, they try to keep all the glitches the same on PC mobile. Just because if there's ever anything that's too hugely different between one or the other, they do try to address it as quickly as possible, since those are cross-platform. Well, the console, they're quite a bit slower to actually address them, because it doesn't make as big of an impact, since everyone is playing it on the same version when you're on a specific console version. Also, I think we just lost already. Wow. Double Kraken is still insanely strong. Wow. Oh, there goes our entire team. There's no point even playing that out. Wow. That is a lot of damage. Still, to this day. Should I go bring it up? I still have that team just laying around. Even against something that's good. Let me see. I'm gonna go get Krakens back out. It's gonna force me to have to go into it. While you were choking on hot chocolate, the dev said one class is tomorrow and dragon class is on Friday. Ah, okay. So that was when I was choking on chocolates. You know, that really hurt the other day. I never choked on a hot drink before. Definitely not a good experience. I wouldn't know what that's like because I never like drank coffee, so I don't get the opportunity to ever choke on coffee, which I guess is a good thing. Well, where did we do? Throw down a Kraken? Sure, let's get a Kraken down. Ah, come on, Kraken. I know you got a 1 less gem spawn. That doesn't mean you get to miss. That's no excuse for you to miss literally every cast. Like, this board you should definitely hit on, and yet it still misses. Actually, I should have thrown a Queen Mab there. Could have gotten a free Queen. Now I can for sure. Definitely need to make sure I utilize. Oh, come on! It's 1 short. Make sure I utilize it. Well, I guess we go move a couple things more. So we'll go move that real quick. Still not enough. We'll throw a Kraken, then we'll definitely have enough. Oh, nice Devour out of nowhere. I'll take it. He took away too much of our color. Yeah, it's too much. We'll still throw it, though. He's likely going to miss here. And when he does... Oh, no, well, he didn't, but we can still follow up with that. And then just Kraken, and then dead. Down it goes. Okay, cool. So, oh, they gave the better class on Friday instead of tomorrow. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that they would do it the other way around, but still, that's pretty cool. Oh, hey, mirror match, or pretty much mirror match. So we get the extremely strong silent guy tomorrow. I'll have to cover a video on him earlier tomorrow. It definitely needs to be covered, because that sounds like a really good troop if it's going to be the exact way that it was on the spoiler thread. Like, it was insanely good. Silencing on 4 times matches. That is going to change things very heavily as far as how you're going to play Hero. If I'm not mistaken, that is the first trait that Hero has that triggers on 4 times matches, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong on that? I don't believe I am. I know I sometimes accidentally say those incorrectly because I like say it off my head. If I forget in the morning, it's like, wait, I forget to double check sometimes. But I'm pretty sure there isn't another 4 times off of a hero. Though almost every single time I say that there is, but let me go check them. We'll check it right after. Almost guarantee there isn't though. And we'll get that little poke, get a Kraken. Oh, I should have taken another one. Luckily it stayed there. So no need to worry. Then we just get a Kraken, Devour, dead. Oh, didn't get to Devour, but we could just double that into the win. And that's a match. Okay, so yeah, I believe that is. Let me go check. Let's see, what else would really have it? I know Death class was originally going to get it for a chance to Death Mark on 4 times and 5 times matches, but it originally got changed for what it currently has. Oh, I don't count Ensoul. Ensoul doesn't count. It's basically a non-existent trait. That does nothing in Soul. They could buff it up to like 5 souls and it would still be like, do we use them or not? What they need to do, they can make Necromancer viable in like a matter of seconds. Well, maybe not that quick, but there's a really easy way to make Necromancer viable. Yes, you are correct. He's the only one currently with a 4 times, but he's kind of useless. This guy currently has a 4 times, but it doesn't ever come into play. It's gain an extra soul, so 1 soul on every 4 times or 5 times matches. This is pretty much 100% useless. The easiest way that they could possibly make this really viable is get rid of either Undead Bond or Magic Spirit, one or the other, probably Undead Bond. So move Magic Spirit up, or actually no, keep Magic Spirit there. Replace Undead Bond with Necromancy, which is of course the Necromancer class that doesn't even have Necromancy. So replace out Undead Bond with Necromancy, keep that, and buff this up to like a 2 or 3 soul gain per extra turn, and then boom, you just made this class actually worth using. It would still be a horrible class, but at least it would have a use, other than never getting used. Basically, the only reason anyone ever uses Necromancer is to get 250 wins to get Creeping Death, and then they never use it again. There's really no point in ever touching it after you get Creeping Death. Anyways, but yeah. Yeah, there isn't any 4 times. Warlord does it on Skull. Knight does it automatically. Warden does it automatically. Priest every single turn. Archer when you take Skull. Sorcerer automatically 50% chance. Necromancer does have a 4 times, but it's useless. Mechanist is 50% to all thingies. Assassin's on Skull. Orb Weaver is when it gets hit on HP. Oracle is... Oh wait, what is Oracle's? It's something Centaur related. All Centaurs gain... Oh no, that's just when an enemy casts a spell. And what else was there? Death Knight is when it dies, and Titan is 50%. So yeah, it would be the first... Necromancer doesn't count. It would be the first thing that actually has a trigger on extra turns. There we go. So yeah, it was kind of right. Kind of. Yeah, Necromancer does have one, but it's a useless one. 3 free VIP keys, randomly troop challenge. Yes, we will be doing that. I'm actually going to be recording that probably after the stream. I don't want to do them now. I figured I'd save it for the little video thingy. I meant to record that earlier, but I kind of ran into some things earlier today. But I'll just probably record it later tonight, since I'm pretty much free. As soon as I end the stream, I'm free for the rest of the night. So I'll probably just record it, upload it in the morning, and then when I wake up, probably start recording the new troop or the new hero class that's coming out. Oh, I also need to get 250 wins on it. That shouldn't take too long though. I think it takes like 3 hours or so. Actually, maybe that will be a little bit of time. But yeah, I need to get those 250 wins on as quickly as possible so I can do the video on it. I can't do the video until I have that 250 wins on it, because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose, since I wouldn't be able to show the weapon or the full amount of perks that it has. But it doesn't take that long to get 250 wins. Or is it 250 kills? I actually forget. Is it wins or kills? I need to go double check that. There hasn't been a new hero class for so long that I actually forget. Does anyone remember? Is it how many wins you have to do or how many kills you need to do for a hero class? If it's kills, that's a lot easier. If it's wins, then it's going to take... Yeah, it's going to take a little while. For sure. Pretty sure it's kills, though. Let's see. Or, you know, it might be wins. I don't know. I know for sure Soulforge is kills. Let me go double check. Oh, it is wins? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that is going to take 3 hours then. That is going to take 3 hours. I'm just going to have to rush my Explore team with it. I'll just have to use Bombot team with it or something. Bombot team still functions even when you're not using the correct hero class. Yeah, so yeah, that is going to take 3 hours. Because we can only win... Actually, what is it? It's about 2 wins per hour. I mean, 2 wins per minute. If we're using it without the hero class. So, oh, duh, why am I bringing out a calculator? That's just 2 times 60, so that's 120. So yeah, it would take a little over 2 hours then, actually. That's not too bad. All we'd basically do is use our normal Explore team, but instead of using our, instead of using it with a Mechanist class, we'd be using it with whatever the new hero class is instead, of course. I could also just make something completely different to try using with it. But this is still quick enough even without the hero class that it basically tears apart everything. Like, for example, right now we're using it without the hero class. This is it completely with the incorrect hero class right now. And you can see it's basically just did the exact same thing. So that's basically what we would do for all of the battles tomorrow when we get the new hero class. And as well as on Friday, though that would probably be streaming and then doing the video later. But we'll go through that down. But yeah, still pretty much gets the job done. A little bit slower, but not that big a deal. Yep, and then kills it, gives us the mana, and then we throw it out if that's not enough. Yeah, so it's the same strategy, just slightly slower than what it would normally be. I'm perfectly fine with that, though. We'd basically have to do this for a little over 2 hours tomorrow, and then boom, we got ourselves everything we need to go do the video then, at that point. Well, we already got a kill without even doing anything. But yeah, we'll just run this tomorrow a bunch. I'm probably going to do that all off camera. There's really no point in streaming this for like 2 hours straight. Let's see... What do I even take? We'll go move that down. Nice extra turnout, nowheres. Go throw that down. Yep, that didn't quite work out. Now did it. This is why you use Mechanist class. Because this will happen if you don't sometimes. It slows it down a lot. But we're gonna have to do it that way tomorrow. I'll go move that down. Now we're gonna start using a completely different team, but I believe this still ends up winning quick enough that it's not gonna matter much. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, why did he web himself, or how? It's because of that little guy. Forgot about him. Okay, well, we can just take a skull there, let's match. Doing math on a YouTube live stream. Pretty sure my math is, like, probably half the time wrong when I do it on stream. Probably. Oh, can you tell you some easy stage levels to farm the souls, because you're getting your ass kicked in PvP. The easiest possible location is first challenge in Divining Fields. You click on Divining Fields, go over to challenges, and it's the first one here. Out of every challenge in the entire game, this challenge has the lowest durability of any kingdom. The highest HP you have to deal with is 19, and another 19. assuming neither of them have bonuses on a given week, which they don't currently. So you just have to deal with a 19-19 down there. This guy only has 14, and this one has, actually I shouldn't say 14 because he gains the extra 2. So it's 19, 19, 16, and 17. So really, really weak. 17, 16, 19, 19 is all you have to kill through, assuming none of them have bonuses on the given week. So that's relatively low. It's actually the lowest possible kingdom, and generally that's where you would end up going. I believe Zolkari's first challenge was also pretty easy. There's a few other ones as well that's relatively easy to kind of tear through. But Divinian Field's first challenge is about the best place to go. And what's really nice about this is you have it as soon as you unlock the kingdom. And it's like the 6th kingdom you normally unlock if you just play through normally. Like 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere around there. Pretty early, given that there's like 30 kingdoms or so. But because it's right next to Broken Spire. So I believe most people go Broken Spire, Donna, Zolkari, Karkaroth, and then Divinian Fields, I think. So that would be 5th kingdom, 4th one they actually obtain. So yeah, just as soon as you unlock this, you have access to it. You would need enough damage to be able to one-shot them, which you wouldn't be able to do as soon as you unlock it. But if you're just looking for the purpose of soul farming while still having an easier battle, that's probably the easiest way to go. That or just stick with Arena, if you haven't already been doing that. Arena gives a lot of free souls when you end up winning it, and it's relatively easy to actually get the 8 win on it. And if you get something like Celestial Armor or something else that gives a soul boost, even just that 50 gem Assassin Armor would do to get you that extra little bit of souls there is always pretty nice. Anyways, let's go back. Did I miss anything else? Let me know if I did. But yeah, don't worry. We'll definitely be doing the VIP for the Random Troop Challenge or later. I was saving them specifically for that. The 3 VIP keys that we got from there. But no worries, we definitely are using it for that purpose. Let's see. Nowhere near as fast as a Mechanist 2 cast and you're done. Yeah, there's nothing that's really that quick. There's some things that are close, like a Valkyrie Rowan double Siren and stuff like that. But nothing is truly as quick as this team in Explore. Let me not use that in PvP though. It might be the best team in the entire game for Explore, but it is one of the worst things to ever bother running in PvP, and is definitely not advised, because we'll lose almost every time. So, starting off here, we need to go get this big guy up, get his doubles going, and kind of go from there. Let's see, he gets the Astral Spirit right away. Feels weird not being able to use red or yellow on my team. I might need to actually switch this team up in the future. I know that this is one of the better Kraken teams, but of course now that Kraken has been nerfed, not as good. Still really strong. That's kind of a given. But, I don't know, this feels a little bit more clunkier now. Even though it hasn't had too big of an impact. Basically just everything has a 1 higher mana cost and a 1 lower gem spawn, pretty much. Alright, we'll go move that up. And nice, we did end up getting that last little bit of mana, and exactly 13, so we get that down. And, yeah, there we go. If we would have extra turn there, that would have already been matched. All we need is one little poke, and we're good to go, and there we go. Down it goes. You like Dawnbringer, Elspeth, Periton, and Periton? Oh yeah, that could end up working too. Does that actually have enough damage to one-shot and Explore? Can that actually one-shot Explore? Let me go double-check. I might need to go mess with it then. Well, let's just do it in Pride Lands, because that's where all the little guys are that we need to go kill. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Go into challenges. I did it again. Go into Explore, I mean. Go into Explore. But yeah, let's go try that real quick. I'm not using the right hero class, but I believe the other hero class will have bonus on yellow. It's either going to have bonus on yellow or bonus on green. Not certain on which, but definitely one of the two. But hopefully it would be yellow, because that would help us with Dawnbringer. So let's see. We need... What was the yellow one called again? Oh yeah, Periton. The one from Dragon's Claw. So let's get a parry in there. And... Oh, my parry's not maxed yet. And get an Elspeth to kill them out. Get a double yellow for the manas. And we're good to go. Oh wait, I can do +2 yellow, +1 red, actually. Let me go do that. Oh wait, no, it's +2 red, +1 yellow. Never mind, we just go to plus double yellow then. We'll go for that. And wait, what's the Trident banner? Never mind, we can do Trident banner instead. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. That's not what I thought it was. Wait, where's the other banner I was thinking of then? It's minus No, it's not minus green. I think it's minus blue. Never mind. Yeah, that's the kingdom. The puke green kingdom. Never mind. So we'll just stick with this. It's perfectly fine. But let's get into that. Should be able to just throw it down and then get that into a one-shot Dawnbringer. I would hope. 37. I think most of the time that would one-shot. It's pretty heavy. That has potential. Problem is it doesn't have a good follow-up if they have a revive. The Pride Lands doesn't normally have a revive. Like, we could probably go about 10 to 15 to almost 20, 25 battles. That's a pretty big stretch right there. But we could probably go, like, anywhere from 12 to 24 battles and not ever have to deal with one of those kind of, like, revive thingies. Wow, this board is horrifically bad. I was going to take that to, like, double it up, but wow, even that's useless. I'll throw this down. It's probably going to miss, but yeah. I have to do something. Wow. That is a horrific board right there. All we need is that one Dawnbringer, if we can just get it. 1 mana, you got this. There we go, random kill out of nowhere. Oh, assassin class. No wonder why it was double kill. I was like, wait, how did we kill the last lot? Oh yeah, assassin. Obviously that won't happen later, but we don't need it to happen later, luckily. We just need the one-shot Dawn. Yeah, it has potential. It doesn't have follow-up like the other team, but it has, it still has the one-shot. Oh, but yeah, if we ever go up against a Legend or Mythic, I don't think it's going to work. Because it doesn't have enough damage. So yeah, I probably won't bother with this in. I like the concept of it. It's just I don't think it's going to be consistent enough over hours worth of time. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, I keep forgetting. Duh. It boosts based on every yellow. Never mind, it would be consistent enough. Completely forgot about that. That's actually one of the things that makes Dawnbringer overpowered in Arena too. The fact that it has a 2x boost ratio based on every yellow. So, oh yeah, I completely forgot. So that's at minimum 8 additional damage. Not even counting the enemy team. So, assuming it has +5 on that other hero class, that brings it to a 45 damage to all enemies. That's still not enough to hit Mythics, but it's still really large. And it would kill most Legends, and it would only really struggle with Mythics. We'll go move that up. I guess this is another Elspeth that we will go throw. Never mind, we don't even need it. Why did I even bother with all the little smaller stuff? Is the Trident banner more efficient than the Frozen banner for the double Kraken, double Giant Spider team? 1 second. I actually haven't bothered trying it with Trident banner yet. What is the Trident banner again? It's the -1 yellow, the plus, and it's green and blues. I forget which order it does it in though, off the top of my head. It was +2 blue, +1 green. And Frozen is +2 blue, +1 purple. Yes, actually it would be better to use a Trident then. In most instances. Actually, you know what? I don't know, that's actually a hard choice, because you kind of need the Frozen banner so that you can do more with your Giant Spider mana accumulation that you end up doing. But it's also not going to be triggering as much because they nerfed how the link works. But, I guess that's kind of more of a reason to do it on banner. You know what? Actually, it is better to do it on Frozen banner. There's one reason and one reason only why that is the case. And it is because of how banners work. Banners didn't get the nerf that links get. And, it's actually quite a bit better with looping teams that are like bringing converters and stuff like that. That if you're using a mana that you need a lot of on a team, it is a lot better to set it as your banner than it is to set it as your link. Because the link can only ever trigger once per instance. The banners can trigger multiple times per instance. So if you trigger 5 blue pairs at the exact same time, or let's say for this instance, the reason of why you use Glacial Banner instead, if you trigger like 5 purples at one instance, that would be 5 additional mana for you, whereas those links would only give you 1 each. And the main reason why this would kind of still be better is the other banner gives a green, which of course, yes, that does all go all into Spider, which in some instances may be okay. But the biggest downside is you don't get as big of a purple burst anymore, because you can't rely just on the links that the Spiders have anymore. It's not as good as they used to be. But yeah, I think Frozen Banner would still be the way to go. for the double giant spider, double kraken team. Let's see. Blue-purple works better to loop. Yes. Back and forth. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going with there. Because you would need it, because how it works now is a lot better than Link, so it's kind of mandatory to make it loop now. Well, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it's a lot better than going for a color that's not related to its loop. Hey, haven't seen you for a long time. Well, glad you could join us. If you're wondering, your dad just passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hope everything is going well. Oh yes, we did end up getting new cards. It's actually the 3-year anniversary of the game. We've been getting new stuff every single day this week, and it's going to be continuing throughout the entire week. So you should probably try claiming all those if you can. We've already gone through the first 2 days. The first day brought in a useless troop. The second day brought in VIP keys. The third day is going to be bringing in a pretty nice hero class. The fourth day, I don't know what's coming, and the fifth day is also going to be bringing in a hero class I've been wanting forever. It's the one for Dragon's Claw, a dragon from Dragon's Claw. That is going to open up so much with the standard dragon variant teams. Right now, we're just running with standard Gorgoltha, Dragon Soul, KrissTigger, but as far as pure dragon teams are concerned, they are going to get a huge boost this Friday, so really looking forward to that when that comes out, and we'll be covering it during Friday's stream and everything like that. And I'll try covering the one coming out tomorrow as soon as I possibly can tomorrow. I need to make sure I get it first, so that's going to take me at least minimum 2 hours. So it is probably not going to be coming out till later today, or I mean later tomorrow probably. Because how much grind time will actually be needed to obtain it. Well, technically you could obtain it immediately almost, but you know, as far as having the weapon unlocked and all that, because obviously if I'm doing a video on the hero class, I kind of need to show the weapon as well. It's kind of one of the whole main things that come with a hero, because, well, that was weird. The audio just glitched out for a second, but let's see, well, we'll go throw down the yellow right there. Just go and then just throw down the Dragon Soul, then we could pretty much just go from there. Okay, throw down the Dragon Soul. Get that going down. And now we can just wipe it out with a KrissTigger. And down it goes. Do links apply after the initial troop dies? And that had the trait Spirit Link, for example? No. Links do not keep applying after the troop's death. After a troop dies, it stops doing its link. Only troop traits that trigger at the beginning of a battle still persist beyond the battle itself. So, for example, let's say, well, there's not a good example in this entire battle. Fail. But there are traits that can trigger at the beginning of a battle that wouldn't be affected by its death. For example, something that maybe did like a +2 stat gain to a random stat to all allies at the beginning of the battle, the blessing or whatever it's called, that would not end up getting removed after death and stuff like that. Okay, well, we'll throw down a Dragon Soul here, and that'll pretty much just be able to go into a loop. Well, not exactly what I meant. We got a lot of mana there, not really on what I needed, though. I can easily just KrissTigger kill it, and that's a match. Don't even really need any additional follow-up from there. Let's go take that out. And Hein's not even doing anything. She's just there for our extra glory this week for free. Do links apply? Oh, never mind. I already answered that exact question. Let's see. But yeah, how links apply is they apply after the mana surge. So if you get like a 3 pair of mana surges, then it goes up to 6, then it applies the link afterwards, which makes it up to a 7. But one thing to keep note of is that multi-triggers do not actually trigger the link anymore. So for example, let's say, obviously he has a +1 purple link right now, which will give him extra purple mana. If he was to simultaneously take off the board 2 purples at the exact same time, in the exact same move, not like the same cascade, but in the exact same swipe and stuff like that, it will end up causing him to only gain 1 additional mana from that, not 2. It used to do 2, but they ended up nerfing all traits to only be able to trigger once per resolve, and that kind of basically nerfed all of the, something completely unintentional to what they wanted to nerf. but they unintentionally nerfed every single link in the entire game that troops have, which honestly I don't think was too bad of a thing, mainly because they were pretty powerful to begin with. The only issue is banners still work exactly the same. So the colors you set for banner are so much more important than the colors you set from your links, because if you're using a team now that's focused around mana generating, it's a lot more important to have those mana generating colors on the banner rather than having it specifically on the link, which also makes Alchemist slightly weaker, because of course Alchemist actually directly has the thing that he normally gets synergized, the red. He has it on himself, which isn't like horrifically bad, but the fact that it's not as effective anymore makes him just a little bit worse when looping with something like a Hellcat. Also, as well as looping with the new troop that's not even out yet, the Lava Elemental. I mean, not Lava Elemental, the Fire Troll, or whatever his name is. He's basically the troll version for red, is what they're going to be adding in like 2 weeks from now. Necromancer appears to trigger at the battle end, but even if troops perish, you get some number of souls. Yes, Necromancy does trigger at the beginning of a battle, even though it also shows that it triggers at the end. I don't know what the intended mechanic is for it, but it actually does trigger at the beginning, not at the end of the battle. Or at least from what I've seen. But yeah, even if one of them die, you still basically get the full effect. Or I think it gives a partial effect, I don't even know. I know they changed it a couple times, and I don't even know if it's working, their intended vision of the ability right now. I'm not 100% certain on that. But, yeah. So, basically, it triggers at the beginning of the battle is the main thing you really need to know about it, for the most part. It's slightly different than that. It's one of the really weird exceptions to the rule that's currently in the game, because it acts really weird. It also will sometimes act weird if it's stunned as well. I don't think it gives you those extra souls at the end of the battle or something like that. It's really annoying. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. I will try to get out that random troop challenge video. We'll go mess around with that, have some fun with it later tonight. Hopefully get that out by tomorrow morning. And of course, when I wake up tomorrow morning, gonna go on that grind, and we're gonna make sure to get the new hero class upgraded as soon as possible so that we can go show him and see what he can do. Maybe do some teams, or obviously do some teams with him. Maybe. Obviously, we're going to be doing some teams with him. Going to be doing some teams with the new weapon, if it's even remotely viable. We'll have to see. And, yeah. So hopefully Oracle will be nice. Or not Oracle, whatever it's called. It's from Pansvale. Just go to Pansvale tomorrow morning and go do the extra little quest thing. It'll take like 5 minutes. Then we go and try maxing it out so we can get all the content from it. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming back. Best of time. And I'll see you all later. Thanks for stopping by. Good night, everyone.